pay attention and listen real closely how I break the slang shit down. Check it, my weed smoke is my lie. A Kia Coke is a pie. When I'm lifted, I'm high. With new clothes on, I'm fly. Cars is whips and sneakers is kicks. Money is chips, movies is flicks. Also cribs is homes, jacks is payphones. Cocaine is nose candy, cigarettes is bones. A radio is a box, a razor blade is an ox.
Hello?
Yo, what's going on, man?
What's up, bro?
Hey, man, nothing. Just, we're just days away from Christmas. And before we get into all the Christmas shit, this is your boy, Tin Man TC.
And this your boy, High IQ.
And this is the Christmas edition of the Fried Bologna podcast.
The podcast is as random as the UFO flying over LA.
Yo, are we alone?
I don't think we are, bro.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure we're not alone. I would like to believe we're not, but I would also like to believe that aliens are friendlier than we depict them on movies. I really hope they have no desires of enslaving us or just, exterminating us.
Well, you know what's crazy is I think that's exactly what would happen, bruh. They would come down here and take over the world. And the reason why I think that is...
go ahead. Yeah, go ahead. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Because, I read the internet a lot,
You read the whole
I came
internet.
across
That's what's up.
Yes, every day. And I came across something, and this physicist was talking about how people think that there's like apparently like hundreds of Earths out there, but he said that's really way off. He said for every grain of sand, there is a Earth-like planet out there in just our universe. And he was saying, given that information, it's highly, highly likely that most of these planets are far more advanced than we are. Almost to the point where the way we view chimps, that's how these alien motherfuckers gonna view us. So
we're the ones throwing shit at each other.
Yeah, it's gonna be some Independence Day shit, and there's no Will Smith to save us, or no Jeff Goldblum. We're fucked.
We're not exterminating chimps though. We're enslaving them. So maybe that's our fate: being enslaved and having us dance around and clapping cymbals and shit, or acting in movies.
Yeah, the ones that are fit. But the ones that are weak, what you think they're going to do to them?
I don't know what they're going to do to y'all. The ones that are fit like me, I'll probably have a pretty nice gig. Be the pet of some.
The first one to go. You probably end up being the first one to go. Like a tall one, get him.
The tall one. I'm pretty sure that is some kind of, it's probably prestigious. I'm like a silverback.
Unless the aliens that invade are like, people of like 4 feet tall, and they don't fuck with tall people, then you're screwed.
Yeah.
The whole
right.
NBA's fucked too. The whole NBA.
Yeah, absolutely. Every last one of them. Maybe IT. IT probably would be all right. He might be the only one.
6'2".
So, who?
What'd you say?
Who's 6'2"?
I'm about 6'2.5".
Oh my god! All right, we're moving on.
Moving on.
So before we continue, we also have a very semi-special guest here on the Fried Bologna Show. One of our devoted listeners, one of our biggest fans. Erika, thank you for taking some time and fanning out and with us, and also try to contain your excitement and whatnot. We're just regular people. You don't have to be nervous.
I'm just stuck on the fact that you said semi.
Oh yeah,
I was,
right.
I was like, why are you dissing her? Why would you diss her?
Right.
I'm just trying to set the tone.
Got
That's
it.
all that is. Erica, where are you from?
I am from Brooklyn.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Shout out to the Notorious B.I.G.
Hey.
Jay-Z, Spike Lee, and I'm pretty sure there's other famous people that can't be on the podcast, so we got you. So it's all good. It's all good.
Thanks for having me, guys.
No problem. So, have you done your Christmas shopping?
I did. I mean, like, me and my sister collectively decided that we weren't gonna exchange gifts this year, which was like really nice.
Oh, that's what's up.
Yeah, it was great. So we only had to get gifts for like our grandparents, and that's it. So I'm done with Christmas shopping.
Do your grandparents still buy you gifts?
Of course. So this
I ain't got a gift from my grandparents. I ain't got a gift from my grandparents since I was in single digits with my age.
Yeah,
it's been a while.
The last Christmas present I got from my grandparents, it was a pat on the back, and then they said "Merry Christmas." That's all I got. That must be nice.
Yeah,
it's pretty great.
You must have grandparents that love you or something.
Yeah, I think they do.
What's that like? Is it all I ever dreamed of?
It's pretty great.
Oh, well, I'm pretty sure you'll miss them when they're gone.
Damn!
All right, moving on.
That's just
Happy
jealousy.
holidays, everybody.
That's just jealousy, man. I'm sorry.
We starting off real rough.
Yeah, man. Why you so bitter on this phone call today, man?
Right.
Jesus, it's the holidays.
Man, the holidays bring out the worst in people. I'm the Grinch that's still... Yeah. Go ahead.
Before we move on, Erica, with it being the holidays and you coming on the show a couple of days before Christmas, you will receive a gift from us. We give all of our guests fried bologna sandwiches. So look for that in the mail in a couple weeks. And it's homemade.
Wonderful. In a couple of weeks.
Yeah. A nice fried bologna sandwich. Yeah, after the call, we'll get your information. That way we can make sure to send you a gift in the mail. And let this be a message to all of our fans out there. You too can be a lucky fan to join one of our calls and talk shit with us, and also receive a nice greasy fried bologna sandwich in the mail. So
yeah,
dreams do come true.
Erica, we send us a video you eating that sandwich. Don't get that gift and then throw that shit in the trash. So
please don't.
We know.
Have some motherfucking respect. Also, this is I'm not sure if y'all knew this. This is kind of our way of giving back. This is our Make-A-Wish type of deal. Fried Bologna is very active in the community, and we're also in the Big Brother Big Sisters program. This also does cut into our community service hours too. So kind of killing a lot of birds with very few stones here. Yeah.
Fried bologna sandwiches. We ain't shit. Oh, man. Yeah.
So, all right. So it's Christmas time, man. So I think it's appropriate that we talk Christmas shit on here. I can't help but think about growing up and anticipating Christmas, like the weeks leading up to Christmas, seeing a few presents here and there miraculously appear under your tree, and then not being able to sleep the night before Christmas, trying to convince your parents to let you open a gift before Christmas, and them shutting that shit down every time. But what is the dopest presents that y'all have received as kids?
Eric, I'm gonna let you go first.
No, you're not doing this. I heard that side. You're not about to play me right now. Go ahead.
Oh shit. I'm sorry. I think we've been demoted from our own goddamn show. Erica's now calling the shots.
Yeah, she's a new executive producer apparently. Okay. All right. Well, we'll take our cue. Okay. I gotta think about that, man. Off the top, the best Christmas present I ever got. It gotta be this. I don't know if you remember this. Like back in the 90s, they had this remote control car, and it was called the Hijacker. Now
It's called what? I'm sorry.
The Hijacker. Okay.
The Hijacker.
Yeah.
Sounds like a nigga toy if I've ever heard one.
You know it. And I wanted that shit for like a whole year, right? And the cool thing about the car was you buy that shit and it's a car, but you press a button on the top of the controller and the shit turns into a truck. Like it hijacks it morphs into a truck. And that shit made my Christmas, bro. That shit made my Christmas. So that's mine.
That's what's up. Go ahead, Erica.
I mean, it has to be like a bike, like the first bike without like the training wheels, like the big kid bike. That had to have been.
Yeah, bikes are always dope
like
gifts.
Pink. It had like the bell, like yeah.
I didn't know there were a lot of ride bikes in Brooklyn. I thought that shit was either outlawed or high risk.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I personally did. I didn't know motherfuckers rode bikes. I watched Everybody Hates Chris. I think my dopest gift that I got. See, my parents hooked it up for Christmas. But like there was one Christmas in particular where my parents got me and my brother damn near every video game that we've ever wanted. There was Sonic 2, fucking Shaq Fu, Pac-Man. It was like they bought us an arcade for Christmas. Oh, this is Sega Genesis, by the way.
Oh shit.
And oh man, and me and my brother played video games for hours. Like I think that's why my reaction time, hand-eye coordination is so good to this day, because of how many man hours we spent playing Pac-Man and beating Pac-Man. Like we beat Pac-Man weekly. We beat Sonic 2, Sonic and Tails, like weekly. Yeah, I would say that's probably my dopest, most memorable gift. Yeah, we put a lot of hours in on that Sega Genesis.
So
they don't make video games like that no more. At least I don't think they do. I haven't played
video
games in a minute. They've gotten a lot more complicated, and I don't got that kind of time.
Well, they've made video games now where the shit is like real life. Like you start a video game up and boom, you're in an entire city doing real shit. It's not really a video game anymore. It's just real. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So those are the best gifts you've ever gotten for Christmas. What are the worst? What's the worst?
Hey, Erica, how about you answer this question first?
The worst. Damn.
Oh, you never got a bad gift before, huh? They just hit the ball out of the park every time?
That's how they do it in Brooklyn? Wow.
I'm real humble. Like, you have to give, like, it has to be like a real shit gift for me to not appreciate it. It's the... All right. Since you've received the most perfect gifts your whole life, I'll go.
Now, again, I said my parents always hooked it up, so I've never got a bad gift from my parents. However, I did get a bad gift from one of the few times my grandparents gave me a gift. I got this. So my granddaddy is not a young man, as you can imagine. He's my grandfather, for crying out loud. So I don't think my grandmother has ever bought clothes for a young man before, at least not in many a year. And she bought me this sweater that I pictured my grandfather wearing. and I never wore that. I never wore that sweater. It was, and you know how you have to. Oh, thanks. It's what it's everything I've always wanted. And I took it home, and I don't even know what happened to that sweater after that. It was such a bad gift. I don't know why they thought they could buy me clothes.
Wait a minute. Your grandma bought you a sweater, and even though it was fucked up, you never wore it? You never wore it once in front of her? Just to show her?
No.
Terrible.
Why would I do that, man? This shit was ugly. This shit was whack. No. Maybe if I was going as an old man for Halloween.
Yeah, we might have to save that as the bad grandson file, man. That's fucked up, man.
Oh, I'm
It's really
fucked
fucked up, man.
They didn't take the time to get to know me better to get me something that I probably want. Come on, man, you got to think of it the other way.
I think, and forgive me if I'm overstepping here, but I think we might have had a breakthrough. I think we are realizing where your bitterness from the holidays comes. That fucked up sweater you got. It's like childhood trauma. Wow. Okay. Well, we had a breakthrough.
I thought I really kind of explained my bitterness last week. If we had the technology and the engineering department to do a flashback right now, we flashback to the unfuckwittable and the consumerism and how people take the holidays the wrong way. That's why I'm a humbug or a fucking grouch or a Grinch on Christmas. It's because it's mostly my hate for people.
Okay. All right. We don't have flashback capability yet, but we can talk to our executive producer, and maybe we'll have that in the future, Erika.
So Erika, yeah. So the wackest gift you've gotten, IQ.
Oh, that's easy. I received the wackest gift about 2 years ago. It was from my boss, and now keep in mind my boss is super paid or was super paid back in the day, probably making upwards of $250,000 a year, easy money, and so it's a Friday, right before Christmas, and I see him down the hall handing out gifts, right? He has a big bag and he's handing out all this stuff to, the secretaries and the staff or whatever, right? And I'm like, oh shit, okay, I can't wait, because you're assuming, your boss is gonna get you something legit, maybe an Amazon card or shit. I would have even took a Starbucks card, right? So the guy comes up to my desk and he's like, hey, Merry Christmas. And he hands me a pretty big box, like a box the size of like maybe like when you purchase a new computer. It's like that size, right? And I'm like, oh shit, hell yeah, right? So as soon as he turned around the corner, I open that shit up, right? And this motherfucker purchased peanuts.
What?
He gave me an assorted mix of fucking peanuts. He literally gave me peanuts for Christmas, bruh.
He was already paying you peanuts.
That's a double insult, yeah. So he passed all these gifts around. He passed all these gifts around in the morning, right? And this is like around 10 a.m., right? But about around lunchtime, everybody was pissed because they were like, "This motherfucker gave everybody peanuts for Christmas
in different sized boxes and shit."
Yes. Yeah.
Oh, he was trolling. Trolling y'all.
I was like, that motherfucker gonna burn in hell, bruh. He gonna burn in hell for this. That's fucked up, man. You don't give nobody fucking peanuts. So yeah. That's my worst present. So Erika, please enlighten us, because I don't think nobody beating that shit. But go ahead.
Worst gifts. Okay, so I have like this aunt, and she's just, we're not gonna get into it, but she gave me this like hat box this one year, and I don't know why the hell she's giving. Like, I don't.
Our hat box is still
can't.
a thing? How old is your aunt?
Right, exactly. This is what I'm saying. Like, I had to have been like 8. And it was like a big ass lilac hat box with like flowers and shit on it.
What, you gonna keep your fucking Yankee fitteds in there?
And there was nothing in the box. It was just the box. Like, I saw this box and I thought of you. So Merry Christmas.
So your aunt got you box for Christmas.
Oh my God.
She wrapped an empty hat box and gave me that shit for Christmas.
Damn, well, at least I got something tangible. At least I can eat the peanuts. God damn.
Right. You had something in your box. Mine was empty. It was just a round lilac box with flowers on it.
Hey, everybody needs a box. You can put stuff in it.
That shit hit the trash.
You can wrap it back up and ship it somewhere.
I
should have wrapped it it and gave it back to her the next year.
Well, maybe you're just ungrateful.
In front of her.
Well, what? Okay, all right. So we're talking about like presents like when we were kids. All right, so we're in 2017 now. We are tiptoeing into 2018. What do kids or teenagers? What do they want for Christmas these days?
Based on what I've seen on social media, they just want cars and jewelry and shit. Like that's what they're expecting. Nothing like what we wanted when we were younger. Fucking
I want a fucking rapper starter kit.
Right? I want a fucking Jesus piece. Fuck that, man.
Yeah, I don't know what kids want. Like, I watch the kids channel with my daughter, and I mean, it's mostly like kids shit. So, it's the fun board games and learning toys and whatnot. But like, I remember all the way up until, you were like a young teen, maybe 14 or so, there was still commercials on with shit that would appeal to you. Like, the only things that seem to appeal to kids are like the new iPhone, a fucking tablet, one of those drones. You know what I'm saying? Like, shit that is like, parents got to cash out on their goddamn kids. You got to spend like goddamn a G in order for like 2 or 3 gifts.
Yeah. Well, what? I know your daughter listens to the podcast.
She's an avid listener of Fried Bologna. So Santa Claus or Daddy Claus finished his Christmas shopping today. So Christmas is Monday, which this episode drops, which will go down in history as the least listened to episode in Fried Bologna history.
Here we go with the holiday bitterness, man.
Wonderful.
Jesus. Hey, man. Be optimistic. Will. It's the holidays.
All right. Well, everybody's going to be sitting around their fire listening to this episode. And we thank you all for it. So today is the 22nd of December. I finished all my Christmas shopping today because there's nothing like waiting until the closest to the very last minute that really gets the juices flowing, that really puts you in the spirit of the holidays. So I got a lot of shit. My daughter loves to color and write. So I got her this floor pad thing, like where you it's like activate the pad thing's like activated by like kind of like water or something in these pens, and you like put water in the pens and like she draws on them and everything. So she'll love that. I got her this ABC chalkboard with Mickey Mouse on it. I got her some Dr. McStuffins shit. Like she can dress up as Dr. McStuffins, has like whole medical kit. For those of you who don't know who Dr. McStuffins is, she's a little black doctor that takes care of her stuffed animals and shit, which it is such a great and positive role model for young black kids or young kids of color to strive to be. You got a little black little girl being a doctor. Hopefully my kid will look at that and be like, hey, I could be a fucking doctor too. But I also got her a new basketball goal just in case she looks at that shit and says, I want to be a hooper. So get a little bit of both in there.
Smart man.
Yeah. My kid's going to be a hell of a hooper. Then I got her a couple pairs of shoes, a pair of Nikes, of course, because that's who we're going to be sponsored by when she makes it to the league. And yeah, some clothes. Just some shit, that she'll. Oh, and a toy box because she's got a lot of goddamn toys, and we needed to put them somewhere instead of all over the floor. So, bam!
Damn, that's a lot of gifts.
Yeah, man. That's what happens when you're the only child.
Oh, and you know what? I think she also wanted. I think she told me she wanted an iPad Air too, the new one.
Oh, well, she's out of luck.
Yeah. Yeah.
I think I mentioned I'm done with my Christmas shopping.
What'd you get your co-host for Christmas?
So, I'm trying to find a topic to change the subject, but I'm lost right now. I can't think of anything. So, the answer to your question though is I haven't gotten your gift yet. So, just go ahead and wait. Why would I just tell you what I got you? Doesn't that take away the surprise?
I mean, if you want to go with that, yeah, sure. Okay. I'll look for it in the mail. Can't wait.
Yeah, it's gonna come here first because I don't have your address. You mind telling me your address right now?
Sure. It's You got it?
Yeah, we're all clear. Expected in the mail within the week, sometime next week or by 2018 or something. Speaking of kids and Christmas shopping, so kids don't know that adults Christmas shop, right? They all think that Santa brings their gifts. When did you guys stop believing in Santa Claus? Or did you ever believe in Santa Claus?
Well, go ahead, Erica. You answer. Go ahead first.
We really gonna sit here and act like Santa's not real?
Oh, here we go.
Come on now. we know that you're young. We're aware that you're not quite as seasoned as the Fried Bologna hosts. But we also do believe that you are old enough to know that Santa Claus is made up.
Yeah. Now I had to be like, I don't know, like 8.
I think that's around. That seems like around the right age, right?
Yeah, I think that sounds about right, man. I mean, me personally, I was always kind of skeptical about that shit, though. It's like, so we gotta spend time on our fucking Christmas day and make this nigga some cookies, and hope that he knows we were a fucking good kid this year, and maybe the nigga will bring you what you want. Nah, it don't sound right. It just rubbed me the wrong way. You know what I'm saying? And then also, you sneak down at night and you see your pops eating the fucking cookies. You put 2 and 2 together. You know what I mean? It's like, that's not sin. Hey. Yeah. So.
So
this is a bitter ass episode. It's the holiday.
Yeah. So me and my brother, I think, weren't very bright growing up, right? So one year, I don't remember how old we were. I couldn't have been no more than 7, I think. That means my brother was maybe, he's probably 9. Or maybe I was 6 and he was 8. We were young though. And we found our presents in my parents' closet. They were unwrapped. And we checked them on it, and they said, "Oh, Santa just dropped them off here because he didn't have enough time to wrap them." So he asked if we could do it. And, of course, we bought it. But then the next year, we saw the presents in the very same place. My parents didn't come up with a new hiding place. And that was when the doubt started setting in. So I think I was probably around there. And then my dad, my dad was raising men, so he didn't want us believing in Santa Claus too long like some bitches. Yeah, I mean that's it. That's the whole story.
Oh, okay, cool. Wow.
Yeah, that's it. I got no more. Yeah. So I don't know how I'm gonna do that with my kid. I don't know how long I'm gonna let her believe in Santa. Maybe that's something I should probably. But she's only 2. Like, she doesn't really know the whole Santa Claus thing quite yet. She knows the name. She knows what he looks like, but she don't really know the whole, down the chimney and cookies and milk and reindeer and shit like that. I don't think she's not there yet.
But the thing is like, like you said before, kids have tablets and shit, and they have iPhones. When they come out the womb nowadays, she might be 3 years old and might find out, like, through just the internet, bruh. She may just Google Santa, and then the first thing is gonna pop up is that nigga's not real.
Well,
you know what I mean?
She doesn't know how to spell yet, but I imagine when she's of the right age, I'll make sure to have those Santa privacy. But the internet, by the time she's old enough to start Googling shit, the internet's not going to exist no more. Or the internet's going to be too much for her daddy to afford. So she might not be able to Google anything anyway.
But that's the thing, though, bruh. Siri. All she got to do is, hold that little home button for too long. Siri's
got to connect to the internet.
Huh?
Siri's got to connect to the internet to find these answers.
Well, you'll use, if you're not connected to the internet, you can just use a carrier. AT&T, T-Mobile. You don't need the internet.
Hey, man, something tells me that they're not going to let us use the internet at all. Maybe I'm just paranoid, man. I have no confidence in the fact that, like, I think the internet's in its last days. I think we should enjoy it while we still can.
What are we gonna do if they? What do you mean? What are they gonna do?
I don't know. They're just gonna feed us whatever they want us to eat.
Wow.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, you're really paranoid about this internet shit, man.
Dark days. I want to switch gears for a second because we've been on this call for however many minutes, and it's only been about Christmas. But we do have a fan on the call, which means she likely listens to some of the shit we talk, which means she likely has an opinion about some of the shit that we talk about, which means she probably wants to address some of the shit that we've said, which means, Erika, what's on your mind?
Y'all gotta stop going in.
Wait, hold on. Time out.
That's how you gonna start it off?
I don't know what you said. All I heard was, y'all gotta stop. I'm triggered.
Wait a minute.
After that.
Wait, I think I didn't hear it correctly first, but I'm gonna guess. It sounds like she said, y'all gotta stop going in on. Did you say Cardi B? Is that what you said?
I did.
Oh,
I didn't even hear that. She just told us on our show that we gotta stop, and I saw red. But okay, let's talk about Cardi B for a second. We're not gonna spend any more time on Cardi B, but we'll pay you this respect. IQ, you want to go first?
Where to begin with this? Okay, what did we say about Cardi B that was wrong?
Yeah, let's
or
start
disrespectful?
There. All right, no, okay, so not just Cardi, but like the whole like IG thoughts Cardi B string of conversation.
Oh, hoes!
super
Hoes.
interesting.
Oh, you want us to stop going hard on hoes?
I mean, or don't. I mean, you don't have to. You don't have to.
Of course
But,
we do. It's our
like,
obligation. That's part of our platform.
To go in on
Hoes.
Right.
I mean, our thing with Cardi B is, I mean, look, we're both big hip hop fans, right? And we're a little bit older than you, so we come from an era where hip hop, rap, it was considered a talent. You know what I mean? Like, it was considered
being
a
a
skill.
New Yorker too. Being a New Yorker, you should really be ashamed of yourself.
You're from the Mecca. You're from the Mecca, so you know. So so when
You should know better. I mentioned two of the greatest rappers of all time who come from Brooklyn.
yeah. So like when we're talking Cardi B, it's crazy. It's just crazy to see her doing Tupac numbers when all three of us know she's not talented. She's not talented.
We know that this is just a movement. Like, when it's all said and done, we're just talking about rap and hip hop. Nobody's gonna put Cardi B on a list of dopest anything.
Right. And our frustration comes when, I mean, go on Twitter, go on Instagram. You got people acting like Cardi B is Lauryn Hill 2.0. We don't get it.
But no one's comparing Cardi to Lauryn Hill.
No, they're acting like her music is that good, though.
Exactly.
Because Cardi is her own category. Like, you can't, like, your frustration is because you're holding her to a standard that she's not even comparing herself to these people.
Yeah, well, no,
y'all are making those comparisons.
But it's rap. Like, if you're gonna be a rapper, you're gonna be compared to rappers. It's hard for me to not listen to mumble rappers or Cardi B or whatever new Drake. It's hard for me to listen to that shit and not compare it to some of the greats that have done it. Like, I can't listen to rap any other way. And this new wave of rappers that are just using rap for money, it sucks. And Cardi's a part of the problem. Next gripe.
So it is wait, real quick. Is Cardi B your go-to? Like, are you heavily listening to Cardi B?
Cardi has hits and Cardi has flops. So if Cardi drops a bop, I'm going to listen to it. But I'm not like, oh, like, I'm only listening to Cardi. I'm going to listen to every single Cardi song that's out there. But I think it's unfair to, like, trash her because of how you guys perceive her to be as a rapper when there's other male mumble rap and trash rap artists that are out there doing the same thing that don't get the same.
But here's the
thing.
Here's the thing with Cardi B.
IQ, hold up, IQ, hold on 1 second. That's fair. Here's what we'll do. We'll spend more time talking about the shitty mumble rappers that are out there, because I got nothing but time to talk about how shitty they are. Because if I don't want you or any of our other listeners, by the way, we were very surprised to find out that we actually have a female listener. Thank you for that. But if it has nothing to do with the fact that Cardi B is a female, it has everything to do with what's the big deal? What's the big deal? I don't get it.
Yeah, and you know,
especially when Remy's doper.
Yeah, that's true.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I cut you off like twice. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
At least with the mumble rappers, though, there's a track record. Like some of them have been doing it for a year or two, right? Like they've been you can Google and you can find some mixtapes when they did it when they were young. Like you can tell that they were trying to become a rapper. But with Cardi B, it just seems like she woke up one day and was like, well, shit, like, might as well just start rapping.
No, Cardi's been rapping for a long time, and nobody would play her records because
she's
she
whack.
wouldn't sleep with them, and she wasn't being taken seriously.
So
yeah,
what changed?
She still shouldn't be taken seriously.
Interesting. Well, we wanna thank Erika for coming on the show. No, we respect your opinion. We respect it. You know.
Yeah. Your opinion is wrong, but we do respect it.
Do you think that we are? Do we really go that hard on her though? I mean,
we have.
Are we hard on her? You have.
But then again, you know, we got to gauge levels of sensitivity here. I don't really. I mean, maybe to someone with a higher level of sensitivity than you and I IQ, they might think we're going hard. I think you and I are just speaking our piece about something that happens to be true.
Okay, yeah, I didn't think we were going like full savage on her. You know what I'm saying? I think
we could
critiquing her. Oh yes, we could. But they gotta cut a check first for that. Okay. What's the other thing?
What else you got, Erika?
Else, yeah, that we have to stop.
I think that was it. I said that and what? The IG.
Oh, the IG hoes. Oh, let's talk about those bitches.
We can. We could talk about them.
Yeah. All right. Since you are a devoted listener, and again, we appreciate you for that. You should know why we don't consider these prostitutes, these pussy for hires.
Wow.
Why we don't talk about them like we do talk about respectable women. Because they're hoes. That's it.
Okay. Well, I think what TC is trying to say is, we're on IG. Okay, check out our Fried Bologna account on IG, and the thing is, there's a lot of hoes on there. Of course there are, but I don't really have a problem with hoes being hoes. I really don't.
No, absolutely not.
Proclaim it, proclaim it. Put in the caption, hashtag hoes for life or whatever. My problem is don't sit here and act like, don't get on IG and post these inspirational quotes about live, love, life, happiness, guys. And the photo that accompanies that caption is just you with your ass out. Don't act like you love going to school and you're getting your degree, and then the photo is you doing the splits. That's my problem. If you're a hoe,
so can they not do?
Don't say just living life one day at a time, out here on my grind, thanking God for another day, while you're pulling up your fucking leggings to show your camel toe. Mm-hmm. Come on. How inspiring are you being, really? Don't say, I've got the same 24 hours as you do to be on your grind. What's your excuse? While bending over so all of us can almost see your asshole. That's what separates a whore from a respectable woman. That's all we're saying. I mean, are we losing you somewhere?
So, okay, first of all, you can go to school and be inspirational and still be the best damn hoe that you could be. I don't see why you can't be both.
Absolutely, you can.
You could do all of those things. You could strip and put yourself
of course,
through college.
No, of course you can. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. I don't disagree with that.
You said can? Right.
Oh, I just can't call a hoe, though.
So at the end of the day,
that's the problem.
No. But you can't. They have there's 3 target audiences. Like there's the men that love to hate on them.
Oh,
the women that love to hate on them. The women that want to be like them. Like those are the 3 main audiences. So really, like the underestimating them is what's giving them power because all they're gonna do is exploit that and make their money regardless.
Wait, I don't care about their money because money can be made in a lot of different ways. And selling pussy is one of the oldest and most lucrative professions that are out there. And if you've got one, you stand to make a lot of money from it. So what they're doing is not unique or special.
But they're always relevant.
But so your argument is that they're just diversifying their brand. That's what you're essentially saying.
Yeah, why not?
They may not be hoes, but they're
just because somebody shows, like, just because she's not wearing clothes on the gram does not mean that she's sleeping with every Tom, Dick, and Harry that walks by her. That doesn't make her a hoe.
Okay, but okay. On the same token, though, like if I got on IG and was acting like I was Tupac reincarnated, busting guns and talking about thug life, and you knew I wasn't about that life, would you not lose respect for me? Would you not look at me kind of different, like I'm a fraud?
It's like, but it's different because that's not what you're saying about them, though.
Well,
you're implying you're seeing them doing whatever poses or whatever they're doing on Instagram, and you're immediately labeling them
because
that's hoe.
They're objectifying themselves, right? They're only selling their bodies. They're making themselves tools. They're doing everything that they want men to stop doing to them. And it is not respectable for a man to call a spade when a woman's titties are just out there for everybody to see and he says, hey, nice titties. He's the asshole. These women are cherry picking the parts of femininity that they want to exploit and monetizing it, all while still making the guy who comments on it a creep. Like they're selling everything that they want you to see, but it's still not okay to say anything about it. That's also
because it's
the not respectable thing
like
about that profession or whatever, if you want to call it a profession.
Like Erika, this is what epitomizes everything that we're saying. About 3-4 months ago, we came across an Instagram post where there's this woman and she's standing on a balcony overlooking this amazing view, right? And she's in a thong, her back is facing the camera, so just her ass is all out, right? Do you know what the caption said for this photo? I'll tell you what the caption said. The caption said, sending my prayers and well wishes to all of the victims affected by the Houston floods. Erika, come on. Is that not foul? Is that not wrong?
So like that's like completely different. Like, yeah, if you're gonna post some like deep ass, like inspirational, whatever the hell you want to post. I mean, at the end of the day, like your gram is your gram. You put on what you want to put on it, right? But like, make the picture match the caption.
Hey, then that means their picture should just be saying, "Look at my ass, look at my titties, look at my camel toe."
peach emoji. Like,
Hey, honestly, if they started, if they just did that, I wouldn't have anything to say.
so that's the issue then that you have.
Well, I mean, I would say that's probably 60% of it.
Among many.
Yeah, among many, but that's like 60% of it. The other 40% is actually mostly on men and how stupid men can be by giving these whores this kind of attention. Like a drug dealer. A drug dealer would not be in business if it wasn't for the junkies.
Right. Exactly.
So it's not all the drug dealer's fault.
Correct.
Yeah, but we don't love them hoes still. So,
but
Snoop did say that in '94.
I have to say this though. I have to say, it is fun. And forgive me for saying this. It is fun reading these comments, because the level of thirst is unbelievable in these comments, and some of these dudes be 100% genuine. Like, some of the things I've read is, "Oh, you're so beautiful. You know, one day I have to take you out. There's this real fancy restaurant." And I'm like, bruh, do you honestly think she's going to read this and comment, right? But you go on his page and it says it all. He has 2 photos. One of it is him and his cat, and the other is him playing Sonic the Hedgehog by himself. And you're like, okay, I understand now. I get it. You know what I'm saying? He's 35.
Hey, my favorite comments are the motherfuckers that just cut to the chase. Damn, you got a fat ass. Yeah. That's exactly what everybody was thinking. I prefer those. Yeah. Don't mislead me. If you just want to show your titties, say so. If you just want to show your ass, say so. Don't try to inspire me. You can't inspire me. I'm not even. I'll be honest.
But who said it's for you?
Huh? Who's it for? It's for everybody. It ain't for her. Well, actually, it probably is. She probably needs, she being the general she, all of these hoes being she, and their insecurities, they need that dopamine dump. They need that high that they get from seeing that they got likes, because they're probably a little insecure. Probably got a couple issues. They don't really like themselves all that much.
Or they woke up in the morning, they looked in the mirror, said, I have a fat ass and I look great.
Well, that's what the surgery was for.
I'm inspired by it.
That's what the surgery was for. I'm inspired by my
inspirational.
I'm inspired by my ass. You do not see the problem with that?
Follow your dreams. Follow your dreams, everybody. Yeah, I'm good.
Hey, come on, man. Like, hey, there's more to life than getting shat on in Dubai.
Yeah. Well,
allegedly.
okay.
Allegedly,
yeah. Yeah, allegedly. So, Erika, I have to know, is there, we now know what you don't fuck with when it comes to our show. What are some good things that you like? What turned you on to the show? Let's end this on a positive note.
Yeah, what brings you to our neighborhood every week?
No, like, you guys are great. It's funny. You know, you just sit there and you talk your shit, and it's very entertaining.
Yeah, that kind of sounded like a book report that you didn't read the book about.
Yeah, just keep it real. You came on here to talk that shit. You came on here.
You wanted a little fried bologna fame. You want a little fried bologna fame. You want us to put you on, which you came to the wrong place. You came to the wrong place because don't nobody be listening to this shit.
I disagree.
Okay, there's a couple people. You being one of those couple. If you two don't mind, I want to kick it back to Christmas for a second. Which actually leads me into my unfuckwittable for the week. Now, Christmas, we know it's about family. It's about gifts. It's about spending time with the people you love. But somewhere along the way, weirdos hijacked Christmas and made it about their fucking pets. Now, I don't want to come across as a dog hater or a cat hater, because I sure am not. I actually love dogs. Grew up with dogs. However, when we grew up with our pets, they were just that. They were our pets. They were just animals. So my unfuckwittable for the week are people who dress up their dogs for their Christmas cards. And this is a unfuckwittable double feature. People who buy gifts for their dogs on Christmas. So, looking at Christmas cards, looking at... I haven't lost you guys, have I? Okay, just making sure it was like too quiet. That made me nervous. All right. You guys are just listening intently. All right, let me continue. So, getting Christmas cards from friends, from family, looking on the internet of most creative Christmas card ideas, I see a lot of people making a big deal about Christmas by dressing up their dogs and making them the focal point of their holidays. And I can't find anything more annoying. It's a goddamn dog. He doesn't know what day it is. She doesn't give a shit about a Christmas. Next. And the thing that bothers me probably more than the whole dressing up your pets thing is buying your pet presents. Again, your pet doesn't give a shit about Christmas. Your pet doesn't give a shit about the holidays. Only thing your pet gives a shit about is eating, sleeping, and shitting. Can we go back to the days where you just leave the dog outside all day to make sure he has some water? Can we go back to the days where you leave for the grocery store and your dog stays home? Can we please go back to the days where the dog slept in his doghouse and not on your pillow? I know I may be coming across as a little rough on the pet haters, or pet owners, excuse me. I know that I might lose a couple of listeners from this. But again, I love pets. I love animals. I just, would like them to stop being the focal point of the Christmas cards you send me. Thank you.
Wow. Well, that was well said. And I'm sure, Erika, by now, at least once or twice during every show, we say something that provokes hate mail. And I think because there's so many pet lovers, dog owners, we're going to have a busy Christmas. But I got to agree with you, TC. I really do, man. My only thing is, when it comes to dogs and, pets, is I always wondered, like, what year, when did it happen? Like, who was the first one to kiss the dog all in the mouth? And it was like, it was cool. Like, it was okay.
Well, I don't know when that.
That's my biggest
I don't
question.
know when. I don't know the when, but I know the who, and the who was a white person.
All right, that was the second one.
And I'm pretty sure this happened maybe somewhere around the time where man started domesticating dogs. So we're talking, what, a couple thousand years?
Kissing dogs in the mouth, though? I don't know. I mean, I just can't do it. I don't know.
Oh, I will never do it. I don't want a
okay.
dog licking me in the face.
Right? Yeah. Yeah.
And,
but
and,
then,
and
but
miss
then
me with
when
the whole dog's mouths are cleaner than ours.
That's always what they say. They always say that. Well, a dog's mouth is clean as Please a whistle.
Okay. All right. I still don't want no dog licking me in the fucking face. I mean, for the most part, I don't want a human licking me in the face either.
And by the way, Erika, do you have any pets?
Oh, yeah. Erika, do you have any pets? Yeah, you're awfully quiet over there.
Erika probably got like 3 dogs.
And they're all laying in bed with her right now.
I do not currently live with my pet because he lives with my dad. But I do.
Oh, that's your dad's cat.
And he does get a Christmas gift.
A Christmas gift.
Every year.
What do you get this unsuspecting asshole of a cat? Because I'm certain your cat's an asshole. Most cats are assholes.
Oh, he's most definitely an asshole. He is an asshole.
So what do you get his ungrateful ass for Christmas every year?
He gets a new toy every year.
That he doesn't give a shit about.
No, he plays with all of his toys.
And then he stops and starts plotting his world takeover again. And how to enslave you. Yeah. You know, wow. you know the cat doesn't give a shit, right? They can't conceptualize.
It makes me happy. It's the holidays.
They have no idea what's going on. No clue. And don't tell me. You take a picture of it and post it on some social media site, don't you?
What? Him and his new toy?
Yeah.
I mean, no, but he has.
What an inspirational quote.
Live your life.
He has graced the page a few times.
Oh my God.
He has.
Listen, shout out to your cat. How old is your pet cat?
He's 4.
4. I hope he has a long life of shitting in some dirt, chasing around, mice and creating more feral cats in the community of Brooklyn, because I know y'all got a stray cat problem that's out of this world.
Wait, so I have a question, Erika. You currently live in New York, right now, right?
Yeah.
Okay. And you're born and raised in Brooklyn. Okay. So
no, actually.
Oh.
Yeah. See. I'm actually from Westchester, which is like an hour out of the city. And I left my family in Westchester and I live in Brooklyn.
Wow.
Gotcha.
Okay.
All right.
Mm-hmm.
Well, IQ, what's your question?
Yeah,
I mean,
you know what? I'm not gonna lie. I kind of zoned out there. I totally forgot my question. Yes. We're high, Erika. Yeah. My bad. Yeah. High IQ. We're not talking about brains here.
Not saying hello.
I literally can't remember anything. Okay.
Hey, no lie. So sometimes during my unfuckwittables, I just catch myself mid sentence and I'm like, "What the fuck am I saying?"
Yeah. I legit can't remember anything right now. So y'all wanna conclude this?
No. We haven't discussed any current events. I mean, this was a. I mean, if y'all want to get political, this is a pretty big week. Tax reform. No takers? All right. We'll keep this lowbrow.
Yeah, man. I'm good on the tax.
All right. How about this? All right, Erika, was there anything that you had interest in?
No.
Wait, nope. Nobody came with a laundry list of shit? Okay,
so
you want to talk about the UFO in fucking LA more, or
come on, man. It's been an hour and 10 minutes. That's usually the time we
all right,
end this.
all right. Oh, what the fuck is that? Oh my god! I'm sorry. I was scrolling on Twitter. I was getting some inspiration. This is baby kissing his mom. Oh, and for a second, his mom's lips looked like something else because of where the camera was. And I was like, where is this baby's mouth?
I can't.
Oh, no, you got to see this. This shit. Oh, my God. This part won't be in the call, by the way, Erica.
I mean, I figured.
Yeah. Oh, what the... That shit looks so wild. I was like, why would they put that on the internet? All right, so I guess we'll conclude it. I can't wait for the New Year's call. That's just gonna be fun. So, all right, let's get focused again. All right, well, I guess if you guys don't have anything else, I guess we'll just go ahead and get out of here. All right, sounds like that's what we're doing. Erica.
Okay, yeah.
Again, on behalf of Fried Bologna, we want to thank you for listening and enjoying the shit that we put out, because we didn't think anybody was listening.
Nah, thanks for having me, guys. You guys are great.
Well, thank you.
And
We already knew that.
look out for that fried bologna sandwich coming your way.
Oh, I
yeah.
can't wait. I'm like banking on it.
Yeah, we're definitely getting your address at the end of this at the end of this call. IQ, man. As always, man, it was a pleasure. It was a pleasure speaking with you, homie. I hope both of you have an outstanding Christmas. I hope you guys get everything you want, like Erica, who has always gotten everything she's ever wanted.
Yeah, must be nice. Yeah, man. Same to you, bro. Same to you, man. I hope
Appreciate it, and
treats you a little bit better this year.
Man. Thank you. And as always, man, we're just a couple of suburban hood niggas out here trying to make it.
Amen, brother. Amen.
All right, y'all take it easy.
All right.
Bye, guys.
Later.